Growing up in a large family, I had to share a room pretty much my whole life. And the person I shared my room the most with was my brother Kevin. And overall, Kevin and I sharing the room got along pretty well. But there were times when, well, we got on each other's nerves. I probably did it more to my brother than he did to me. I was the younger brother, and, well, I was a younger brother. And at those times when we would sort of get on each other's nerves, we would decide to do certain things to really annoy the other one. And one of them was when we would sort of split the room in half. We would put masking tape down the middle of the room and basically say, "You can't go on the other side. This is my side." And that would last maybe a couple of days before it got, well, ridiculous, and we'd want to sort of be with each other a little bit more than that. We all at times have to confront things in our lives that, well, can be annoying. And I have to admit, one of the, well, in a sense, people who can be the most annoying in my life is, well, God. I love God, and I love everything that God does for me, and God, as we know, is amazing. But sometimes I kind of want to put that tape down the middle of the room and say, "God, you stay on your side, I'll stay on mine." But of course, it doesn't work that way with God. We can't really sort of split ourselves apart in that way from Him. Matter of fact, that's usually what messes our lives up the most, is when we try to create our own space away from God. Because the reality is, those moments that we consider God being sort of quote unquote really annoying is really because God's calling us, well, to a deeper relationship with Him. Or He's calling us to trust Him. That He's trying to take us, yes, in the direction we might not feel comfortable with. But in the long run is probably, not probably, is what is best for us. But it's a lot easier to be annoyed with God than to accept that, well, He's right. But when we look at sort of any real growth in spirituality, it really does come down to just giving things up to the Lord. It comes down to really allowing God to take charge. And it essentially means allowing God to annoy us. As we seek to grow in that relationship with God, as we seek to deepen our sense of our own identity, as we seek to truly open up to that life that God is calling us to, let us truly recognize that every time we get annoyed with God, that every time we want to put the tape down the middle of the room and create sides between ourselves and God, it's in that moment that we most need to give it all over to the Lord. God bless.